We're here today with plain old Edgar. How you doing, Edgar?
Doing good, Brian. How's it going?
Doing well. We're gonna show these guys the Volkswagen of moving heads. Is what I'm calling it. Because it's about the size of a Volkswagen.
Yes, it is.
Put your head next to that thing so it gets a perspective.
I have a big head.
You have a big head, but still, that's a huge head. Tell us all about it.
So this is the new VIZI CMY300. It's already just one of my favorite moving heads that ADJ has ever come out with. It's got everything that you need out of a moving head as far as effect-wise. With this, you have your spot. So you have two gobos, one of them rotating interchangeable. What's really neat about it too is you can just remove these 4 screws, expose the insides of the CMY300, and those gobos are actually on a modular system. So
it all comes out of the head.
Yeah, so you can just take out a slot, change your gobo in a matter of minutes. It's really no tooling required. It's really awesome. But going back to the features, so you have the 2 gobo wheels. You could rotate one wheel, the other is static. You can morph between the 2 of them. So if you want to do gobo morphing effects,
neat.
It's really neat to do that. You're just using the focus channel. It kind of goes in between the 2, and then. For colors, you have a color wheel, so it's standard as far as your reds. It still does have CTO, so you have a 3000 Kelvin, kind of a warm white. So if you're using just that for, let's say, slow movements around dance floor, just for something that looks like a natural light, it's got that built in. But what's neat too is it also has CMY, so which is why it's called a VIZI CMY. CMY is just color flags. So you have C, which is cyan, M, which is magenta, then yellow for white. And what those are doing is it's actually creating kind of like a color wash effect. So usually with color wash, you only think of like park hands or like moving heads that have the diodes that allow for color mixing. But out of a moving head, it looks really cool because you can do that now with your spots. It's also got a beam mode, so you can get very narrow.
I saw that. That's tiny, like almost like a pin spot.
Yeah, so it'll go all the way down to 3 degrees, opens up about 30 degrees. So this thing is incredible. And the zoom, you can zoom in and out. So for some, even for short throws, you can have a very, very wide beam angle if you're trying to cover a lot of a, let's say, dance floor area or stage area. That's accomplishable with the VIZI CMY.
I also saw a wash effect on it, where it turned into like a wash.
Yeah, so that's the 3rd mode in it, beam, spot, and wash.
Wow.
So with this, it does have a frost filter, so you can just soften the edges and just have very, very, again, with color mixing, now you have a moving wash fixture. It does have Wi-Fi, so it's Wi-Fi enabled. You can just pull out your DMX out. Or if you're using something like the Extreme DMX Bridge, no cables needed. This will talk instantly to the VIZI CMY300.
Sure.
Pan and tilt locks. There is a case that is designed to hold 2 of these.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, they'll fit right in there. And as far as being LED, you could link 4 of these off of one circuit. And it's got the output of like a 5R lamp. So
really?
Yeah, it's just incredible as far as everything that it can do. Beam, spot, wash, gobos. I didn't even talk about prisms yet. You have a 3-facet prism, like a circular prism, and then you have a 6-facet linear prism. You can layer those over each other, create prism layering effects, spin them, rotate them, zoom them. Really, this can get your creativity going if you're looking to program something for, let's say, a major event and you need a killer light that can do all these effects. I would say the VIZI CMY is your answer.
So it's perfect for every mobile DJ, right?
You know what? It's 50 pounds. I remember I used to complain carrying a 50-pound record crate, but I would say, if you're doing, let's say, some big events, corporate events, weddings, and you need that effect where you can spotlight the bride and groom, or to spotlight the Sweet 16 girl, or if you're doing a corporate event where someone's doing speaking and you needed something that a moving head that will not only serve that purpose, but then once the party starts and you got dancing, then it can transform and do all these effects for you too. It's something that's worth the investment as far as taking your light show to the next level. Yeah,
you got to be a really big production guy. Churches are going nuts over this, I understand.
Yeah, just because, especially with church production, they were looking for a moving head that can project gobos, but color mixing is very important just because you never know what kind of program is going to be going on. They might be looking for a specific kind of magenta or just certain colors. And now with the moving head where you can color mix to get the exact color you're looking for, that's where this machine here, this beast, this Volkswagen, like you said, it's just, it's ready to do that.
Thank you so much for the walkthrough. I appreciate it.
And I go by E-tronic too.
You don't go by E-tronic?
Sometimes he does. Sometimes.
Not E-tronic.
No, he's just plain old Edgar.